Good evening, welcome to the round of 16 in the Link to the Past Rando Enemizer tournament. We are moving right along here. 64 runners already down to 16, and we have two longtime members of the community, Someone and SuperNinTaylor. I am Drossi, joined here by Blue Link. How are you tonight?
I'm doing pretty good. Wow, 16 runners left. They're all very good at what they're doing.
Technically
And
15. One round, one pairing has already played its way through.
oh wow.
In fact, we know that the winner of this series will face GFE in the next round.
Oh, another very good runner.
Yeah, another long-time runner. As I was telling Blue Link while we were setting up, both of these runners were in the 512 Swiss. And both of them advanced to brackets out of the 512 Swiss. So they've both been solid runners for a long time.
So, Enemizer, huh? With a Chaos Boss Shuffle.
Yes, Chaos Boss is a nice little touch. You don't know how many times any given boss will appear, or if they will appear at all. And hey, there's a glove in Uncle. Pays to be a dirty Uncle router today.
And on Lumberjack, we have Berna.
Don't think we're getting Berna.
Probably not. But it's going to make the cape that much more important because invincibility is a little more valuable in this mode than in most others.
Yeah. And maybe we'll need Aga for Dark World access, and if that's the case, then we might do it. Okay, I saw regular Crystal on Eastern, 5-6 on Hera. I didn't catch Desert.
I think it was a Crystal. And by the way, we have MooCow1980 doing tracking for us.
Desert was Blue Pendant. Caught it the second time around.
Okay, well, it was blue. Okay, a nice heart container there in the Lost Woods dropdown.
Yeah, and another thing that you're probably going to go a bit more out of your way to collect than you in Enemizer than you would in regular mode.
SuperNinTaylor getting 80 rupees off that, I think, tier 2 tree pull.
And looks like he's gonna take a peek into Lumberjack too.
Oh, he remembered there was a fish over here.
Oh, okay. Wants to get some swag from the bottle vendor.
Yeah, it's a nice, easy way to get 8 bombs. You don't have to waste your hard-earned money.
It's like the big variety pack all at once. I forget what the bottle vendor will give you in the vanilla game. There's the mirror in Blind's hut.
And some convenient bombs for someone as well. Oh, even more.
And a bit of money. Shield in the well. Yay.
Oh, bottle. And Samaria.
The cane we actually probably need. There's, of course, still a really small chance that Meyer and TR are both pendants. But yeah, early mirror is nice. We don't need to worry about death warping now.
Yeah, you can collect all the heart containers you want and not feel bad about it.
And armor upgrades, another nice safety to have in Enemizer, if we find them. Okay, so I imagine someone is doing Chicken Hut and will then do Back of Tavern and Sick Kid. And Taylor will probably loop around and do that in some other order. He's going to do Sick Kid now. Kind of unusual routing of CAC for NinTaylor because he went to the bottle vendor first because he wanted to turn in the fish.
Yeah, I don't think I've ever seen someone quite go that way, picking up the bush to jump off the ledge, and then come around. Oh, powder! Very nice.
Ooh, too bad we don't have the hammer to just check Magic Bat while we're here.
Well, that would be too convenient.
Of course, if we get Mitt's Dark World access, we can check Magic Bat via sacrificing a mirror portal, but no one really wants to do that.
Oh, a flute in the library.
Hope those boots show up soon.
Yeah, all the mobility now packaged together. Oh, that's the Moon Pearl. Yeah,
you don't want to save and quit someone.
So we just need the other glove or a hammer for Dark World access.
Yeah, this is going to be one of those sub 10-minute Dark World access seeds, most likely. And the thing about Enemizer is, in a regular seed, 5 Hearts Green Mail, you have some trepidation about Dark World access quickly. But with Enemizer, it might actually make the Dark World easier.
Yep. Alright, someone going to the back of Escape. 3 quick checks there.
Right, SuperNinTaylor will have to do Uncle at some point to get that glove.
That's right, he has not done that. The map and the key in the back, okay.
Not really what you want to see, and without a fire source, someone does not want to go through the sewers in the dark in Enemizer. I don't blame him.
Alright, someone joining SuperNinTaylor on South Shore. Oh, the fish, it was so close to saving itself. Okay, so we have Bombos, which has its uses, but we are short a sword.
Yeah, another thing that you kind of hope to see soon along with boots. Let's see, what's in Mini Moldorm Cave? Oh, Popos. Nice and easy.
Oh, nicely done.
Yeah, very good Samaria use there. Let's see if someone handles it as well. Okay, this is like Health Cave.
Okay, well, there's fire.
Well, that's something. Yeah, someone never got a full magic jar to begin with and used almost all of his magic with Samaria there, so he won't be able to take advantage of that fire rod for a bit.
Yeah, you never know when you're suddenly going to need magic, which is why having that full magic bar was also a nice thing to come with the 8 bombs for the fish delivery. Oh, nice stun prize check there, 20 rupees, that's convenient.
Yeah, we will have no trouble farming money if we need to do so.
Blue mail, okay.
And NinTaylor decides against fake flippering. So, is he finally going to do Uncle, or is he going to do... Okay, this is the Uncle play, good. Basically, the only other choice, reasonable choice, would be Saha's Closet at that point. Now, it looks like someone may be going up the mountain, which is always a bit risky, rescuing the old man in the dark in Enemizer.
Yep, because if you die, you have to restart from where you picked up the old man.
Yes, it starts to look a bit like Groundhog Day after a while.
Now, having blue mail, though, and, well, 5 hearts right now, certainly makes this less risky.
Ooh, is NinTaylor gonna do the front of escape now? Interesting. We know it's all items because the map and the small key were in the back.
Well, someone seems to be doing okay. Tanks a bit of damage, and he's out.
Yay! With tech types everywhere.
Oh, nice!
Okay, well, there's that sword you were wondering about. Not in logic, but where we're going, we don't need logic.
So, I think SuperNinTaylor, having a full magic bar and a fire rod, was feeling pretty confident about this front of escape. Unfortunately, he took 5 shots to get that Moldorm.
Yeah, at that point, you wonder if it might have been better to use Samaria.
Oh, well, there's our cape. That's
okay.
nice.
Definitely won't need burn of the seed.
Someone... Well, he might go get it later? I don't know.
Okay, there's our dark
Okay, green pendant mire.
And our final pendant is Pod, and our other 5/6 is Thieves.
So, someone in chat predicted that flute may not actually be required. And, I mean, they also said that the boots could be in GT, but that's an entirely different story.
Now, Desert, of course, may be boots locked. Oh, but Desert's a pendant, too!
This is suspicious.
Not looking good. And the Hera Big Key is vanilla, but we have a fire rod. So, time for a coffee break. So NinTaylor's doing the back here because I get this. He doesn't want to risk Dark Cross being the small key, and then he's just wasted time getting it. So I wonder if he will backtrack. He doesn't have any magic for the fire rod now is the problem. But looks like he's going for it.
This is Brave.
No, Brave is in Scotland, and you know.
Ha ha ha.
Yeah, I don't even know. Who is it? The mini Helma that has the small key? No.
Oh well, he got the key.
Okay, from something somewhere. At least the enemies back here don't seem too bad. We haven't seen crystal rollers or Lionels. Oh, that looks like a Lionel.
We have Helma. Helma at the top of Tower of Hera.
Oh, map check. I didn't even think about that. Well, we can beat Helma with bombs. It's not great with that hole in the middle. You have to be careful. It takes 5 bombs, and we only have 7 at the moment.
So, Dark Cross was all that for a piece of heart.
Hey, at least we never have to think about it again.
So, looks like SuperNinTaylor's heading to the eastern area. We have this. We also have a Gina. But there's got to be a lamp somewhere. You have to think, right? Because you go up the mountain.
Or else the boots for the flute for our logical mountain access.
I mean, that's too optimistic. Someone down to 2 bombs here.
Last bomb.
Nicely done.
Wow. Now we just have to, fight phase 2 with the fighter sword. Eight fighter sword spins, I believe.
Fighter sword spins are equal to master sword slashes, right? On Helma, at least.
Yeah. So I believe that's 8. There we go.
Nicely done.
Yeah, that was not an easy fight.
And that's crystal number 1 at 15 minutes and 12 seconds.
And if we can just find our Dark World access, we could get Pyramid Fairy fairly early. But yeah, Eastern Origina has to be the answer, because I don't think... Oh, Zora, I guess, is in logic.
That's certainly true. Okay, someone is heading to the castle.
I feel like Hammer's the most likely thing to be our progression. Or are you thinking like Mitts or Boots or something?
I mean, I'd like to see Boots, of course. Having the flute is a lot of fun, but the thing is, that sword is hard-locked logically behind a lamp, specifically.
Yeah. So it could be lamp, and then you put that together with cape, and we have Aga.
That doesn't sound fun at all.
No, but it's as likely as anything else at this point. Also worth noting, even though we can reach the Eastern boss, it cannot be our logical progression since we don't have a bow.
Yes, that's very true. Oh wow, Mitts!
Okay,
In the big chest.
that's Dark World access.
Certainly not our preferred Dark World access, because no hammer to use as a weapon. And SuperNinTaylor is still without a sword.
Yeah, have we gotten the compass yet?
Yeah, we had Mothula in the back. So that's gonna be nice
Okay.
and easy.
Yeah, so we have the fire rod at least for that.
Oh, there's something dangerous in this dark room.
And Taylor trying to
SuperNinTaylor.
find the door here and having a bit of trouble with it. There we go.
Oh, he went back through the door by accident, and oh my goodness, this is terrifying.
Yes.
Is he gonna survive? Yes, he did. Okay, well done.
Okay. I don't know, at this point, I wonder if you even attempt Mothula or if you come back later.
Oh no!
Oh,
Oh
oh,
wait,
yes, right. Yes,
that's
that
right.
fairy.
That was free in the well.
Yeah, he was on his way to grab those hearts.
Oh my goodness!
Okay, guess we do the boss now.
That is all 3 items though out of Eastern. Looks like he is gonna go ahead and do the boss, I guess. Yeah.
Yeah, just because Eastern takes a while to traverse, so you're saving yourself, having to retraverse it. Now, what's someone's plan here? Also, Saha Eastern, I imagine?
Chat pointing out we missed a bow on Lake Hylia Island on someone's side.
Oh. Hope we get the flippers soon, then. Though with Paw Dependent, who knows whether we actually need it. again, the game expects us to have it to finish Eastern, and the runners know that, so they can, make deductions about the bow having to get in logic at some point.
I like how that room there had a green Igor swap for a red one, just to mark which switch to press.
Oh boy, red guards.
SuperNinTaylor's very limited for offensive options, and he's going to need to save his magic for Mothula.
Well, he does have
Oh,
blue.
goodness.
Oh my.
Oh,
that was
wow,
a very nice fire
done.
rod shot. Wow.
Someone is entering Eastern Palace now, and yes, you were about to say that blue potion he got for free, right?
Yeah. And now we have plenty of ammo to do a fire rod kill on Moth. 8 hits total.
Nicely done. Right, and SuperNinTaylor ties up the crystal count at 1.
This is when you're glad it's 2 seasoned runners doing this seed.
Oh, yes.
Because, the strats they've had to use to get through this stuff could very easily trip up someone less experienced. And SuperNinTaylor is going for the Dark World, going to skip the mountain for the time being. We know there's no progression there anyway.
Alright, here we are in the Dark World. Is he going to go north or south? It looks like north.
Yeah, depending on the boss, we might be able to beat Skull Woods. We can certainly get to the boss of... Well, no, we need a sword.
The sword was on Old Man to answer chat. Oh, there we go. So yeah, that lamp has to turn up soon, I would hope, but it doesn't actually have to turn up soon, does it?
I mean, we could find a sword somewhere else. But, yes, if that's our logical first sword, then we would need the lamp to put it in logic. Well, I think if you get the second item in the front here, you come back for the boss later. Well, I mean, you're forced to if you're SuperNinTaylor.
300 rupees, okay.
Okay, so no point going to the back without a sword.
Speaking of swords, that sword is really, really helping someone out.
Yeah, let's see how he does in this room.
I mean, he could just bombos it.
He could. Instead, he's getting kind of trampled on. There we go.
No, he's fine, he's fine. It was all part of the plan. Nicely done. And being able to hold onto that blue potion could make a difference later on.
Yeah, though with that 300 from Skullwood, SuperNinTaylor does have a decent amount of money, but without the flute, we don't have a good way to quickly get to the potion shop.
Yeah, that's true.
Actually, that money reminds me, Zora's still in Logic. Vanilla Flippers, anyone? So someone can complete Skullwoods unless it's Argus.
That is true. Trinex is not allowed to appear. Oh, there's the lamp.
There you go. You've been
There
wanting that for a while.
We're saved.
So now at least one sword's in Logic.
Now, Thieves Town's always a bit of a conundrum in Enemizer. The back is a lot more challenging to decide to go to.
Yeah, because you have immediate boss access once you get the big key. No need to bomb the ceiling. Is that key change in Logic taken into account if the small key is in the big chest? That is the boss considered to be hammer-locked if the small key is in the big chest still? Or does the Logic know?
That is a very good question, and you are asking the wrong person. Alright, so there's the big key. There were 13 bombs and 20 rupees here in the front, so only one more item in the back. And someone is deciding to go to the back of Skull Woods.
So SuperNinTaylor will save time not going to bridge chest. And Nintaylor isn't going to the boss. I wonder if he wants to find out who the boss is first. We haven't gotten the compass. Though the compass could always be on the boss.
See, what I don't really like about this play is that fourth item could just be in the big chest.
Right. Or it could be on the boss, so we don't yet know if we can beat or not.
Alright, we just have Armos here in Skullwoods.
Without the bow.
This, you know, it's no helicopter, but it is really funny with the teleporting Armoses.
I want to see the boomerang kill.
Oh, SuperNinTaylor perhaps forgetting he doesn't need to bomb that, or, you know, just muscle memory. Nope, just 20 rupees there.
Fourth item, okay, Oh, there's the nice Armos teleport. So Thieves is pure junk, except that it will open Pyramid Fairy for us. Well, since we know where there's a sword and that we have access to Hera and all that fun stuff.
Okay, so Nintaylor does remember he doesn't need to go get the maiden.
Yeah, so he clearly did really want to fish out that last item, and here's Vitreous. I don't think we can do it with this loadout. And even with the fighter sword, you really don't want to.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah, I mean, you could try bombing the little eyes, but, like, then what?
Yeah, you really want a bow or a better sword or the hammer.
Okay, someone is going to be bailed out here, knowing he doesn't actually need that cape logically.
Yeah, so regarding the sword situation, I was saying that even someone probably would just want to bail from Vidi with his current loadout, and SuperNinTaylor literally can't do Vidi with his current loadout. I mean, I guess NinTaylor could buy a ton of bomb upgrades. Though I forget
Yeah.
what all damages the big eye.
So, like you were saying earlier, we do have the choice of losing the portal to go check Magic Bat while we're here.
But then we can't do Cave 45 on this go around. So it's a trade-off.
Well, let's see what he decides to do.
Looks like we are in fact skipping Magic Bat and doing the conventional Smith chain.
Because I suppose once you get the hammer, you need to come back here. Well, if you're back in the area, you can do hammer pegs as well, and not lose your portal.
Ooh, nice rupee total for SuperNinTaylor. Okay, someone gonna get his second item here, and then... Oh, I guess it was in Pinball Room. Either way, I imagine he heads to Village after this. Oh, no!
Oh no!
And he doesn't have an extra small key, so he has to go all the way around, and he's gonna waste time checking the big chest. Oh, which gives him a small key, though, so he can now go around to the right. But I guess
he's
force of
chosen not to.
habit.
Oh, this is annoying. Okay, he's got the rock.
Yeah,
wow,
just don't
that
get
thing's
killed
vicious.
here. A lot of crows. Might have to eat crow after this.
Well, you'd have to make a really bold and unlikely prediction first. I'm gonna agree with chat and say the boots are in GT just for the fun of it. Okay, so book, ether, hookshot, piece of heart, blue boomerang. Okay, that's an 8 out of 10 hype cave.
I might give it a 7. We don't know how useful the book is. But yeah, we absolutely need that hook shot, and since NinTaylor hasn't been to the mountain yet, he'll now be able to do the whole thing when he goes.
Yep, light and dark.
And I assume we check Bombo's tablet here. We, of course, can't pull it, but... And I feel like Mountain has to be our answer. Pyramid Fairy isn't actually in logic because... Well, I guess it is via Aga. Though again, NinTaylor doesn't know that because he doesn't have a sword. Oh, right, desert.
Okay, well, he's in the dungeon, so now if he dies, it's less of a problem.
Honestly, I might have just taken an intentional death for the health refill.
Oh, I was going to say maybe he'd do it now, but I guess not. Chat's wondering about the Thieves' Town small key. Nobody went down to the basement, so it could be either in the big chest or in the maiden itself.
And one item in Desert is accounted for, and it's junk. Did we scout the ledge?
Yes, it was also junk. Oh, surprise wallmaster. Someone
Never know where they'll turn up.
Someone spent a little time fighting Viddy and then decided to nope out.
Yeah, Viddy with a fighter sword, as I said, is pretty painful. Now, at some point, flippers will have to appear for us to do Swamp, and then the bow's available.
Oh, this room's, interesting. Well, there's our compass.
Yeah, not great.
Oh, yikes. The hookshot can be a little bit dangerous at times.
Oh, an Armos takes more than one bomb. Who knew?
There we go. Someone now getting the smith. And the map, so the second item is on the boss, and we're not going to get a map check, I guess.
I mean, it's an awfully long hike for one item and a pendant. So now, NTaylor will do what's probably the right thing and go to the mountain.
Yep, much more efficient use of his time.
I mean, he's got like 20-some checks.
Chat, musing about a couple things. Did anyone see a Gina? I don't think so. I
No,
don't
I
recall
think
it.
I think
yeah,
NTaylor
SuperNinTaylor.
just skipped.
And secondly, bottle contents. SuperNinTaylor used his fairy and his blue potion. I believe someone still has both of those.
$38-minute sword for SuperNinTaylor.
Yeah, that's definitely welcome.
I wonder if SuperNinTaylor might grab the cape on his way down from Hera.
Hopefully he remembers.
Because he has to go down anyway, because he'll want to do East Death Mountain, and he doesn't have the hammer, so he needs to hookshot across the bottom.
He is remembering to check Ether Tablet.
And someone has a bit of unfortunate routing here because he didn't do Hype Cave first, so then he'll have to decide, do I want to go all the way back and check Bombos? So most likely at this point someone just goes back to the mountain and does the east side and the dark side.
That hook shot also letting SuperNinTaylor Hera pot. I think the second item was in the compass chest, so he won't be missing that big key. Or, nope, I'm just wrong.
I mean, we know that both items in Hera were junk anyway. He gets the news about Helma King. He only has 3 bombs. He needs to get bombs or he can't do it.
Oh, good point. No hammer still.
He thinks about whether he can farm bombs anywhere in Hera and gives up.
Alright, so on the way down the mountain, he is going for the cape. This is good. Alright, Paradox Cave. Oh, nice!
Okay, 2 for 2 for swords on the mountain so far.
A mushroom? Well, there's some bombs. Oh, another sword! Wow! So, you want to bet the 4th sword's in GT and they were all on the mountain?
It'll be in Hookshot Cave. Another red guard. A bit easier with tempered, of course. Floating Island is vanilla.
Alright, the long walk through Spiral Cave.
Oh, right. You kind of have to do it this way because without the hammer, you can't use the upper portal. So if you're going back down to use the lower portal, might as well traverse Spiral Cave in the process.
For 5 whole rupees.
Now, some people like to use the lower portal before going into Paradox Cave and then mirror to Paradox and then go up Super Bunny. But neither of our runners are doing that today.
Actually,
but now NinTaylor's going for the lower portal. Oh, he did do that routing. Never mind. Tired Drosy.
1 step ahead of us.
So as I was saying, some runners, like SuperNinTaylor, like to do this routing, whereas someone is doing, the everything light world before everything dark world routing.
Alright, so Hookshot Cave next. 4 checks there. Oh, we do not have TR access at this time. Well, I mean, for other reasons we also don't, but...
Yeah, there's that hammer matter, but either way, we're not going to be in TR anytime soon.
Oh, there's the flippers.
Okay. We could Specky Clip through Swamp.
Half magic, that's nice. And is the sword here? It is not. Okay, well that gives us direction. It also gets us our bow.
Oh, that's also true. Which means we could muck around in Pod if we really wanted to. Though again, Pod only has... Except for the boss, which is also hammer-locked, and we don't have the hammer, Pod only has logical bow requirements, not actual bow requirements.
So, SuperNinTaylor going for a second crack at Hera for Helma with 7 bombs here.
Well, it'll be 6 once he Harapots.
Oh, he's...
Nintaylor, you don't have the big key. You can't go up this way.
Oh, that's unfortunate. Or unless there's a bomb under one of these pots here. Oh, yeah, okay, cool.
You still can't go up this way.
Yeah, okay. I thought he was just coming here for the bomb, but I guess not.
To answer chat, someone noped out of Vidi after taking a few stabs, literally and figuratively.
Oh, SuperNinTaylor's going to get the big key instead of just using one bomb to
Yeah, now that
Harapot.
he's full up, I think it would be better to do Helma King on 9 bombs than to spend all this time getting the... Oh, but he's also short in items, so he probably also is thinking about the big chest.
Yeah, that's fair. Also, I mean, you do only need to hit with 5 bombs on Helma, but it's really easy to miss, and you wouldn't want to just, like, somehow fail by a count of 1 bomb. So, going in with 10 bombs, I don't know. Maybe we'll have to ask him about that after the race. That tempered sword, shredding the little eyes, and someone is going to be done with Vitreous very quickly.
Yeah, when you don't have the goo that causes damage up there, you can just go right at the eyes. And for all that, Nintaylor is going to Harapot.
Interesting.
Someone now way ahead in the crystal count, 4-1.
Yeah.
It's not going to take Nintaylor long to get those crystals, but it is a few minutes, and that's a few minutes of pure lead for someone.
Yeah, and trying to make up time against a runner, well, against another runner of, the skill level is a tall order. Alright, Magic Bat has... Oh, more bombs.
Well, that wasn't the answer. And Nintaylor misfires his first bomb and hits with the next 2. He's got plenty of health, though, so he can just, walk into Helma King or whatever. 12 hearts, red mail.
Nicely done.
And with Tempered Sword, this should be pretty easy. There we go. So I imagine someone is going to Swamp. We still have to use CAC Portal because no hammer.
And at least, though, with those flippers, we can actually swim to these Dark Worlds. We don't need to actually go kill Aga just to get over there.
Yeah, which means we can bomb dupe if necessary. I don't think either of these runners want to resort to bomb duping, but they've got to know that Aga's in logic.
Alright, SuperNinTaylor making a long walk through Spiral Cave. Someone now going back for Bombo's tablet. This makes sense.
And to answer chat about Spike Cave is hammerlocked. So yeah, we do have a few ugly one-offs here. Lanmos, Zora, Agena. And if any of those are progression, it could definitely swing the race towards whichever runner does them first.
Yeah, Rando has a lot of randomness in it sometimes. You never know.
Oh yeah, and for those of you who are late arrivals, Flute is on Library, and we have no sign of the boots.
Well, there's got to be something useful in Swamp, right?
Well, there's always a sword in Swamp, right?
Well, obligatory key in the first chest.
Okay, so we know the hammer's not going to be in Swamp because that was the only chest it could have been in. We could always have the ugly situation of hammer and ice. Like that's never happened before.
There are a lot of ugly places it could be, but fortunately not Ped.
That is true, thanks to Pod being a crystal, a pendant.
Alright, crystal number 3 for SuperNinTaylor. He's catching up.
Yeah, by the time he finishes Skullwoods, he'll basically be a swamp behind. Someone doing the back first. I guess the only thing we know we absolutely... Oh, no, we know we need Quake as well as the hammer. I was about to say the hammer's the only thing we absolutely need, but no, we need Quake as well.
Yeah. And, yeah, we don't need the bow.
But we know where it is anyway. Or at least someone knows where it is. I'm not sure NinTaylor knows where it is.
Good point. I don't think he does.
Ooh, is NinTaylor gonna give us a catfish check after this?
He could do the whole Catfish Zora area.
And turn in Mushroom on the way.
That's a nice solid package of checks.
Oh, another Helma. Which we still need to use bombs on.
Oh my. NinTaylor remembering the mushroom on his way. And that's the mask off for someone. Nicely done.
NinTaylor using the nice mirror bonk strategy to quickly check the mushroom after turning it in.
He's going to restock on potions while here. Makes perfect sense.
And that Bicky on the boss means someone's routing is nice. I mean... Oh, you don't go back in for, I think it's 3 items. I think we have Map, Compass, and Big Key, so there have to be 3 items left in there.
I guess he knows the hammer can't be there. We do need Quake, but I guess maybe he's just taking a gamble on this. He also is going to... Oh, he can do Big Bomb now.
Via bomb duping. You know, it's not trivial.
Yeah, it's very rare that you get to see this, so yeah, let's see how he does.
Ah, our tracker's saying 2 items in Swamp. Okay, I guess we didn't get either the map or the compass, one of them.
Oh, there's
Quake. And we did successfully dupe the bomb and pick up the bow at the same time. That's a nice routing.
Very efficient. Oh, look, a shovel.
Would be funny if Hammer was in dig spot this whole time. This will also be our first look at Pyramid Ledge when someone goes there.
Just a moderate scam from the fish.
A mild life lesson.
Oh, just 5 rupees. Alright, the other fairy had something. Does Pyramid Fairy have something? Well,
Red
it had
things.
things, just not things we wanted.
And we still have that one portal, so I imagine NinTaylor will work his way over to Swamp and check Shuffle on the way. Actually, probably finish off Skull Woods, or do you think we save that for later when we might finally have boots?
Huh. I'm not sure. Well, we found both items, right?
Right.
And it's not a 5/6 crystal. I don't really... It's hard to tell. I don't know.
Hobo has our 15th heart. No shortage of health this seed. Oh, and someone going for the pod play.
Yeah, nice, densely packed dungeon.
Now, the other thing, of course, in terms of items for Go mode, is a Trinex could show up at any time. It could be in Ice, it could be in TR, it could be on the GT climb. We don't know.
So yeah, Trinex... Oh, I was gonna say something about Turtle Rock, but we still don't have a hammer.
I'm just saying there's still some possibility that left side swamp could be necessary.
Right, a map, first chest pod. So we are bow locked, and fortunately someone does have the bow. Okay, we have some mildly lost guards here in pod. Oh, and when I made that comment about the bow, I forgot, of course, it's Enemizer, so the bow required enemies are enemized out, and we didn't actually need the bow to get here. Alright, we're getting the shuffle check from SuperNinTaylor. Just 5 rupees, how disappointing. Alright, SuperNinTaylor on his way to Swamp. And there are the boots in pod.
Well, that's a find. Gives us Mire access. Also gives us Bonk Rocks. And King's Tomb.
That could incentivize someone to go over eastward to Catfish and then all of the Zora area stuff.
I don't know, might be a bit, because I think you're first thinking Flute and Mire area.
Oh, of course. I think it's just unlikely he's going to last location that Quake because of the density of that area.
I don't know, if Hammer's in Mire area, then you wind up in Ice. I mean, yeah, he'll probably do Waterfall before he does, say, Spike Cave, but I can definitely see him doing quite a few things before he gets to Waterfall, depending what we find.
So someone definitely has a lead here, but that Quake is an advantage of unknown size for SuperNinTaylor at this time. And
Yep.
he is going to do Left Side Swamp. Which is interesting, because he does already have Quake, and he knows the hammer can't be here.
And we know the big key's on the boss, so depending, we could be leaving an item here anyway.
As you were saying, though, the Ice Rod could be here, and it could be required.
And it looks like with someone running out here, maybe he is going to do Catfish and the Flipper checks right now before he even gets the flute and activates it. Interesting.
Very interesting.
I guess the rationale of, if I don't do this now, I'm probably never getting there. Because he's already done Graveyard Ledge, so if he does King's Tomb, he'll do it from the Light World. And yeah, Big Chest has an item.
Okay, so this is fortunate for someone. Yeah, Left Side Swamp was a bust.
Oh, right, I forgot that someone hadn't turned into the mushroom either, so... Yeah, I guess going back to what you were saying about item density, this is 6 checks up here. Yeah, I'm thinking if you get the flute... Well, someone hasn't been to the desert area at all.
Yeah, that's true.
I'm just thinking, so that's... potentially 10 items if you include the green pendant turn-in, but it's a lot more walking around. So I'd say... I can see getting 6 items a bit more quickly than taking quite a while to get 10 items.
Yeah. So I was just thinking, with this being a Chaos Boss shuffle, the odds of Trinex appearing are a lot easier to calculate. Ice and TR could have it. They're each, 1 in 10. And then there's 1 slot on the GT Klein that can have Trinex as well.
And that's a 1 in 9 because Blind can't be there.
So, entirely possible that there's a Trinex, but more likely not than... Yeah, more likely not Trinex than there is a Trinex somewhere.
Yeah, between those 3 locations, ignoring the possibility of an ice Trinex, there's about a 30% chance that there's a Trinex that we are required to do. And of course, that's discounting the possibility of hammer on Desert Boss, Meyer Boss, or Green Pendant turn, and the relevant boss there is a Trinex.
Yeah, all sorts of conditional probabilities. But I'd say it's below 50% on the whole. So someone finally getting that flute. Just checking the shovel on the way. SuperNinTaylor getting crystal number 4. That's already marked, sorry.
So, Blue Link, do we have anywhere Hammer could still be besides the Meyer Desert area?
I mean, those boots checks, King's Tomb and Bonk
Oh,
Rocks.
right.
Yeah, and then Meyer Desert, like you said. Yeah, not Spike Cave. Ice?
Oh, yeah, right. That whole ugly idea of hammer and ice.
Well, there's still plenty of time for somebody to make a bad decision and have it work out for them.
I like how you said somebody there so that you weren't accidentally referring to someone.
That was actually unintentional, but I'll take credit for it. Oh, and Swamp is a bust.
Yeah, so that just gives someone even more of a lead.
Someone doing a 1 hour 6-minute lumberjack check.
Some people just don't like to check lumberjack until they have boots. I'm assuming an Enemizer Armos Shake storage works on any Pendant Armos, regardless of dungeon.
Is Starmouth Shake Storage actually real? I thought it was a meme.
No, it's just something that very rarely is actually relevant.
Oh, there's our butter stick.
Okay. One sword that wasn't on the mountain. Ooh, we're gonna deliver the big bomb to Hobo.
Oh,
It
that's
feels like a
unconventional.
threat.
No, just... Oh, well, there's the hammer in Meyer Shed. So that is go
okay.
mode, accepting the possibility of Ice Rod being required. No, I think Link is just showing his friend, look at this cool big bomb I got, and his friend's like, oh yeah, that's cool, here, have a heart container or something. And someone's just cleaning up these 2 checks here. Makes sense, because like if the ice rod is here, you just don't want to leave it behind.
Okay. Putting in a prediction about that ice rod. And if you think we are going to need it, you have to predict where we will first need it.
Right, someone into Ice Palace. He's got 2 crystal dungeons left to do.
Oh, to answer chat about the bomb dupe, the issue is if you jump off of a ledge into the... If you jump off of any sort of a ledge, the big bomb will not follow you. Since we enter the water in Dark Lake Hylia by jumping off a ledge, the bomb won't follow and has to be duped. If you go around, if you have hammer and want to stop by hobo that way, the bomb doesn't need to be duped because there's a ladder to get into the water.
Yeah, we all know how good bombs are at using ladders, right?
Yes, I mean, I climb down ladders into the water all the time while carrying a large bomb.
I don't want to ask what your line of work is.
Bomb delivery person?
Alright, someone getting that icebreaker. Fortunately, no surprise wall master in that room.
Wow, people betting very heavily on a vanilla Trinex.
I mean, it's been known to happen.
I guess something feels kind of appropriate about the idea.
Yeah, all the other bosses getting together and, wanting to camp in each other's houses. And Trinex is just, no, I like it here. It's all rocky and warm.
Someone being a bit indecisive about his routing. I guess he was thinking maybe I'll try to get everything just in case I need the ice rod, but no, actually I'll just go mode it. So SuperNinTaylor getting close to his boots.
Oh, a six-eyed Moldworm.
Which also
So
means
ugly.
that if there are any other Moldworms in the seed, they will also be six-eyed.
Oh, the all-important bug net, and there are the boots for SuperNinTaylor.
So that's 6 crystals for someone, so... Time to go up the mountain and hope that either the ice rod is on your glide path or you don't need it.
I mean, at this rate, it's most likely just going to be on path if required. Like, we've also... Like, if there's a Trinex in GT, there's, the entire GT basement that could have it.
True. I'm just thinking, of course, GT is likely to have some junk padding. The ice rod has to be somewhere.
I think the closest thing to an out for SuperNinTaylor would be if the ice rod is in Spike Cave, but even then, that's not even gonna help much.
Yeah, it's hard to see what sort of an out SuperNinTaylor has, and he still needs to do the back to Skull Woods.
Ah, yes.
Yeah, things just didn't break his way. I can understand not wanting to do Old Man in the Dark in Enemizer, but it got someone a sword much sooner, and that made things much easier for him.
Yeah, sometimes you make a really bold play and you get something useful. I mean, a lot of the time you get junk, but, sometimes you get a sword. Right, SuperNinTaylor gonna get the gold sword. Thank you to our tracker Moocow putting a comprehensive list of outstanding checks in chat for us. I'd forgotten about hammer pegs.
Oh, did anyone check a Gina in the end?
Yeah, someone did.
Okay.
Turtle Rock's a lot more peaceful in Enemizer. It's just really hard to replace all those enemies with tougher enemies because there really aren't any.
Yeah, GT Gauntlet's the same way.
There are plenty of things that can make the climb interesting, even if not as difficult. But sometimes it can just be easy and boring. So we'll see what happens later on.
Yeah, the Wizrobe rooms are a bit more work, almost invariably, because you can't just Samaria kill them in a hurry.
SuperNinTaylor remembering to activate the flute.
Good idea.
That's an unfriendly spike. But look, more life. Oh, we're getting a ped check before doing Skullwoods from SuperNinTaylor. Just 10 arrows on ped. How disappointing. Oh look, bottle number 3?
Another
Wait,
goo-goo.
so I don't think we haven't seen the compass yet, have we?
No. So someone's probably hedging here. Oh, there it is. What do we have?
Another Helma! At least we have the hammer this time.
This seed really likes those Helma Kings. Very quick second phase with the Butter Sword.
Alright, this is going to be crystal number 7.
So anyone who would like to prognosticate the GT Big Key location, now's your chance.
Okay, now SuperNinTaylor is going to Skullwoods.
And I imagine someone does either, Hope Right or Dark Magician, Pink Magician, something that Rando Rush, something that puts the Ice Boss at the end of your searches, in case it's Trinex.
Yep, that would be the reasonable and logical way to approach things. Alright, someone is into GT.
So he looks like he's hoping for hope right. Gets a small.
Alright, our runner is just getting through 2 different torches rooms at the same time.
So I just put together that Hammer was in fact behind Pendant Pod as we pull silvers in GT Compass Room.
Yeah, those boots leading to the flute, to the hammer in Meyer area.
And that was the only pendant dungeon we actually needed to enter.
Yeah, I don't think either runner even looked at the Meyer entry requirement, and desert was nothing. Alright, crystal number 5 for SuperNinTaylor.
And these are check numbers 8 through 10.
shield?
8 through 11, sorry. On to check 12 here. Still no big key.
Right, SuperNinTaylor into Ice Palace. Alright, 4 checks in rando room coming up. Oh, well, there's the ice rod.
Well, at least now we don't have to worry. But if it's not Bob's chest, we're doing the ice boss because I don't think we're going to suddenly do tile room to avoid the ice boss.
Now, I want to see Ice Trinex. That is the ultimate test of skill. I mean, GT Basement gave us a free blue potion and the ice rod. Like, what else could be here? Come on. Well, it's not Bob's chest. Come on, Trinex. Another Helma.
It is just the Helma seed.
Chaos boss shuffle, everyone.
I once saw a Plando where, like, every boss was Helma and the hammer was, like, in the worst possible location so that you were forced to beat, like, 6 or 7 Helmas with bombs.
Oh, that's just needlessly rude.
Well, it was a Plando.
Number 20.
Yeah, in the vanilla room.
Looks like VT001 was the first to guess number 20. Congratulations.
But we're playing T31 here.
Oh, thank you, Moo Cow. Our tracker already pointed out the winner.
Okay, someone about to hit the gauntlet.
All right, what does it have in store for us today? Okay, that's just
Easy.
disappointing.
Don't worry, there are a few more rooms. Lots and lots of shadows. Something about the algorithm really kind of favors shadows in certain in kill rooms, I think, specifically.
All right, someone using one of the 2 blue potions he's got. All right, what do we have here? It's not Drynex. Vitreous, okay.
So who got
Nicely
points
done.
out of that prediction? Holseti got the most points. Paid off more than 5-1.
Oh, nice snipe there by the Moblin.
Indoor moblins. Don't you know they're outdoor pets?
Yeah, that's why they get so angry and throw spears around. Is that it?
Probably.
I mean, Ganon isn't particularly known for his kind and caring side, is he?
Yeah, indoor pigs, you know.
Alright, someone has no need for these remaining chests. We have gold sword, red mail, silver arrows, half magic. The only thing we could possibly want is the mirror shield. Oh, another Vitreous, yay!
Gotten mostly Viddies and Helma Kings today.
Yeah, 3 Vitreuses, 4 Helmas, that's 7 of our bosses.
We didn't see a single Lanmo or Blind or Argus. Or even a Cold Stare.
Yeah, we fought 10 bosses, right? So we saw a Moldorm, Armos, and a Mothula?
Yeah. Right, I don't think we ever did compass checks in Desert or Pod, and we never set foot in Mire.
Well, I got 2 down for someone very efficiently, and it's time to go fight Ganon. Alright, the 1-in-1 here with the Butter Sword, absolutely trivial. Someone's just punishing Ganon for, being annoying. All right, and here's phase 4, just 4 silver arrows. He's setting up for a triple. 1, 2, 3. Well done.
Nice. Gonna be just over an hour and a half.
Yep, someone is gonna win this race as soon as he crosses the bridge with an official time of 1 hour 30 minutes and 11 seconds. GG's.
So that is game 1 in this best of 3. I think game 2 is tomorrow night. Let's see what the schedule has here. No, game 2 is Thursday night. Same time. Tomorrow we have Scupula versus Magnet Hands at 4 p.m. and Killer App versus Koi at 9 p.m. Both game 1s.
Right, looks like we're going to be joined by someone momentarily. Here we are. Welcome and GG's.
Hey, GG's.
You're sounding a little soft.
Oh, I can talk louder, I guess.
Okay, that's a little bit better. So, what got you to do Dark Old Man Rescue?
It's that or Eastern, and I don't have a line for Eastern either, so I don't know, it just felt like a toss-up.
Because that sword was what helped you build a lead.
Yeah, the sword helped me actually beat Eastern, and then it let me beat the rest of the castle, which had nothing, but
Let you beat Skull Woods.
oh yeah.
Because NinTaylor did not go to the mountain until he had that lamp. So there was quite a chunk of time where you had a sword and he didn't.
Yeah, that would do it. I also
Yeah.
felt like it's better to like dip Terra when you can't beat it, if you don't have a sword, than dip Eastern when you can't beat it.
Yeah, the bomb count in Hera was actually really important.
Oh right, yeah. I don't know, it was a quick trip back after I get hook shot. Unless something was on Helm's Sword. I think I got both items by then.
Well, the Eastern, as it turned out, was beatable with the Fire Rod, but of course the sword makes it much more likely that you can beat it and much easier to beat.
Mm-hmm.
The credits are always so strange in Enemizer.
Yeah.
I always wondered why that is, but there's probably some technical explanation for it that's beyond me.
Probably just a bug they didn't want to fix, so it looks cool.
Even the end on the final screen gets kind of messed up.
Yeah, it's great.
Well, the Forest Thief is doing okay at least.
So, how about that hammer hunt?
Yeah, that was a fun one. I think I did almost everything except Ice Palace by then.
Well, you saved your... I mean, obviously Hammer wasn't going to be in Swamp, but quite could have been. You saved yourself some time by not going back into Swamp.
Yeah, it's always that one check that can get you, but thanks to Specky, it doesn't really get you anymore.
Yeah, and I guess when you were on the hammer hunt, you also decided to do Catfish Zora area before activating the flute, which wound up getting you that quake.
Yeah, where was Quake again?
Waterfall Berry.
Yeah. Yeah, I figured I want to get all the flipper checks in too, because you could do those pretty quickly without going to the dark world.
Yeah, I was kind of thinking that it was sort of like a now or never at that point.
Yeah.
And Taylor's
Yes.
still working his way through GT Basement. I wonder if he's just curious who all the bosses were. Oh yeah, were you at any point worried about needing the ice rod?
Yes.
Yeah, those last couple of checks in the desert area said so.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, checks like some extra stuff in Ice Palace and the rest of Fallujah Bridge.
Yeah, we also noticed that, you didn't have the compass at that point, so...
Yeah, when are we getting the GT compass working?
That would be nice. Show 3 different boss icons on 3 different floors. Oh, there actually was a forfeit from SuperNinTaylor. Sorry, I didn't see that. He's just kind of playing through to see where things were, but he did forfeit, so we should probably get him in here.
Yeah, I guess for anyone watching this back in the future, the reason the forfeit word hasn't shown up here is because our tracker says if he presses the button, we will lose SuperNinTaylor's audio. Oh, like that.
Yeah. But I figure at this point, we should probably just get him in for the interview. And yeah, it goes to background music, which is kind of weird, but just pretend we're in the credits and going to background music that way anyway.
Yeah, just load up Aquatic Ambience and listen to that.
But yeah, he's taking down Helma King and gonna at least see where the big key was.
Yeah, there were like 4 or 5 Helmosaurs in the seed.
Yeah, according to Moocow, 4 Helma Kings and 3 Vitreous. And we are joined by SuperNinTaylor. GG.
GG.
Hello.
Yeah,
Thank you.
GG's.
So, Tower of Hera, that was a real fun one, wasn't it?
Yes. What was in there again? I remember having to go back to it.
Helma with a problematic bomb count.
Oh, yes.
Mm-hmm.
And then the vanilla big key.
Yeah. Yeah, it was unfortunate. I mean, I guess it could have been skipped, the big key.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
Hookshot was a little whiles away.
Yeah.
If I died at Helmosaur, I was just gonna leave it for later. Or I ran out of bombs or something. I went down to 0 bombs in that fight.
Yeah, you went in with 7 bombs, and since you
Yeah.
missed on 2 of them, you needed all of them.
I think I had
Yeah,
like
that-
3 bombs.
Yeah, Central Hole makes the fight really jank.
Yeah, I was a little bit surprised you went for it on 7 bombs.
I had the money to buy more if I needed to.
But yeah, I guess the thing NinTaylor was you put off the mountain and there wound up being 3 swords there, so it kind of slowed you down for the first part.
Yeah. I figured he probably went to pod before me as well.
I went to pod fairly late.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, at that
Right.
point it was just a matter of the lead he had built up by having the sword advantage
Right.
in the kind of overall sequence of things. He didn't go to pod any sooner.
Alright.
but he was there first because he had a lead.
Okay.
Yeah, and then I still checked like Catfish Thora area.
Yeah, I checked all that too.
I mean, you had to, or you weren't getting into TR.
Oh, I can't recall what was where anymore.
Yeah, same.
Seed bleed is real. And hey,
Yeah,
you guys get to do this all over again on Thursday.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that should be a good one.
Cool that we get to do 3 races now instead of just 2.
Sure.
I was thinking, you guys have both been playing this for a long time. I assume you've faced off before in something or other at some point, yes?
I believe so, but I can't remember which tournament it was. Probably one of the main ones.
Yeah, I don't remember either.
We might have to look in SRL to find out.
Yeah. Yeah, that was unfortunate swordless for a while for me. I felt like I was playing all right swordless, but I mean, if he had a sword, I guess yeah, that'll make a difference.
Very nice Fire Rod Eastern, that's for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, you were improvising really well with what you had. I mean, no sword and also no hammer, so no actual nice weapon to use.
Made for a fun seed. I enjoy little challenges like that.
Yeah, especially in the room before the boss where you managed to kill 5 guards in 1 Fire Rod shot.
Yeah.
That was impressive. Like that. I don't think I've ever seen anything quite like that.
Well, I knew the boss required magic to beat, so I was trying to be as conservative as possible. Because I didn't have a sword, so it required magic for me.
Right. Well, at least you found that blue goo right at the right time.
Yeah, that was helpful.
Mm-hmm.
So, any other thoughts from either of you? Kind of a long seed, so
Oh,
I feel like we should wrap.
someone, did you intentionally leave the cape behind, or did you just forget to go back for it?
Yeah. I mean, I could have gotten it right after Hera, but didn't feel like it at the time.
I mean, at the time you hadn't gotten whatchamacallit, you hadn't gotten the mitts yet, so for all we knew, Lamp would show up and it was a mandatory Aga seed.
I didn't really think about that, but I got mitts shortly after. It was fine, don't worry about it.
Actually, was it a logical Aga seed? I'm trying to remember where flippers were.
Hookshot Cave.
Yeah.
Okay, so there was logical access to pod without Aga. You guys sure got used to the CAC portal.
Yeah, it was a
Mm-hmm.
slow going around Dark World all the time.
And Taylor, I see you're doing the bugnet Aga because why not?
And I mean, nice triple with the net. That's
Yeah.
Yeah, that's cool.
I figured I'd try to finish it off. I'm close enough. I only forfeit so I could join the interview around the same time. So it wasn't dragging on too long. I should probably heal.
At least you stocked up on potions when you turned in the mushroom.
Yeah, true.
Yeah, the seed was honestly pretty generous with safeties. You got red mail, you got a ton of hearts.
Yeah.
It was just a sword situation, I guess. I didn't want to fight Vitreous with Spider Sword, anyways.
Yeah, we saw you take a few stabs there and then nope out.
I saw a video and I was like, I don't have any way to beat this guy. I mean, I had bombs, but I don't think... Can you even kill Viddy with 10? No, because you got to beat the big guy as well. Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah, there was no way I would have been able to beat him.
Right. I don't offhand know, besides sword, hammer, and arrows, is there any way to damage the big eye?
I mean, you can damage him with bombs, but it won't be enough. Unless I go, like, get upgrades or something. Oh, I mean the big eye. I don't know if the bomb hits the big eye or not.
Yeah, I never tried doing that.
I don't think anyone's been silly enough to attempt that. Would be a fun experiment, though. Thought I had a pretty clean route, though, like doing the pink bomb through the water and picking up all the items in the water as well along the way.
Yeah.
Yeah, I did that too.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I'd say the big differences were, besides the sword, in Taylor you full cleared swamp, and someone basically just hoped the ice rod was there, or if it was, that he wouldn't need it.
Yeah, that was before I even found hammer, because I did spiky clip.
Well, you knew the hammer wasn't going to be there.
Yeah. I guess I was trying to leave the ice rod behind. But
Actually, in your case, you knew you'd need Quake and hadn't yet found it, so it was a little bit more surprising that you didn't clear it, whereas NinTaylor already had Quake when he went into Swamp.
yeah, I could always come back later with hammer, and there's a chance I find everything before hammer.
Was hammer all I needed for go mode at the time? I wasn't really even thinking about it, honestly.
Except for the possibility of Ice Rod, yes.
Oh, okay. If I was thinking more clearly, I probably would have skipped it then. I didn't care enough for the ice rod.
And then you got it anyway and didn't need it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was really funny of the seed to give you the ice rod and then a free blue potion and then no Trinex.
Anyway, it's just about 11 o'clock here on the East Coast, so we should probably wrap this. GG NinTaylor on taking down Ganon and
Thanks.
firing a bunch of arrows.
I win.
GG's.
He deserved it. Well, guess we'll be back at it Thursday, I think.
Yeah. Same time.
Yeah, please check out the schedule to see what channel this winds up on. Now that we're in the round of 16, we're really going to try to get as many of these matches streamed as we can.
Yeah, that'd be cool. I
And
guess
hey,
the
nice job
struggle
getting
is...
to the round of 16. Only a quarter of the runners made it this far.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's
Yeah, it's kind of weird.
nice to make it this far.
Kind of odd not doing a double elimination bracket, but I understand.
First time tournament, just like the Kaz Boots tournament, its first time, just went straight into a bracket.
I think that makes sense for like a first time tournament, because you don't know like how much hype there is for it. You don't want to drag people through it when maybe it's not that as exciting to them as they thought because it's the first time doing it. It's just, I think a shorter one makes sense for the first one, just so people get an idea of whether they actually like it or not. Then the next one you can do a bigger one, and people can be like, okay, I really enjoyed that. I'll stick it out for a bigger commitment.
Yeah, and also, then you can plan a bit farther in advance, have a better sense of the schedule, because we did get like 6 tournaments at the same time.
True.
But yeah, good luck to you both on Thursday. And please give these runners a follow. And thanks again to Moo Cow for doing the tracking, Blue Link for joining me at the last minute. Always fun to
my
call
pleasure.
with you.
Thanks to our runners again for putting on an excellent show for us. Moo Cow, in addition to tracking, thanks for all of the hard work you're doing as tournament admin. And thank you everyone for joining us. We hope you enjoyed yourselves, and we hope to see you again.